People are so petty around here. I was wearing my pajamas downstairs to pay the rent. And this way they say, you better make sure you don't get caught wearing those pajamas. I stepped into the elevator, threw it in the box, got back in the elevator that was still open, went upstairs, and she just happened to be getting on. Hey, what, if you're going to be that snoopy, if you're going to be that snooty, you don't need to live in a place like this. Go live in a mansion or something. Don't live in a place like this if you're going to be all snooty. Tell you, I'm tired of people like that. They have to constantly say things about you constantly. You better make sure somebody doesn't see you doing this. You better make sure people don't see you doing that. You know, if you don't like me, you don't want to be bothered with me, just say nothing. You want to be polite and say hi, that's fine. Otherwise, why'd you have to say anything? It doesn't make sense. People report people for the stupidest things. I reported some woman for smoking repeatedly. 3 times, 4. Well, let's see, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Did anything get done about it? Nope. What about the other neighbors I had that smoked before her? Did anything get done? Nope. But I quit in my pajamas for 10 seconds. Oh, for goodness sakes, let's report her. So ridiculous. This is like a playground or something. It's ridiculous. I had to put a dress on just to get downstairs. Don't you think that's ridiculous? Just ridiculous. Oh, you have to put your clothes on before you get out there. I'm going to be there like 5 seconds. So what? So I'm going to take 10 minutes putting my clothes on so I can go downstairs for 10 seconds. It's ridiculous. This place is just ridiculous. People are miserable. They just want to report you. I'm having nightmares, and I have PTSD, and people want to report me for that. I'll tell you what, you want to report me? Go somewhere else then, because this is a place where people are going to make noise sometimes. Not a lot, but sometimes. Oh, that's a good thing. I just don't understand I don't get why people have to be so miserable here. Why do they have to act like children? I mean, this is not recess at elementary school or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't. I don't understand why people have to be so petty. Oh, hold on, I gotta look at this house. Hold on a second. They don't address the big things. They address the little things. I have this secure lock on my door. Make sure it keeps it locked unless I go outside. People can still go in and out. You don't need to get rid of it. It's ridiculous. People are so petty. I have this special lock on my door. Okay, say you have one of those handicap door lever things. Well, this clasps around it, so you can't move it at all. You might be able to move it slightly, but you can't move it at all. She's like, if you move the one down here so that it's, let me show you how this works. If you move the one down here, like back here, and this one over here, so that it covers, you can still get in. Just turn the lock or the knob, and you can still get in. You can still open the lock and everything, and be petty about it. I'll tell you, don't live among old people, or gossipy people, or miserable people, because that'll make you miserable. I mean, you don't want the manager to see you in your pajamas. You don't want the manager to see you in your pajamas. You don't want the manager to see you in your pajamas. Nobody else is down here but me and you. And then I get reported. Then today, this lady says, don't get caught in your pajamas. I was downstairs all of 10 seconds, if not, maybe not even that long. People are so petty. I just don't understand why they have to be so petty. Make people's lives better. Just leave them alone. you know. Just say, I mean, my mom said people go to Walmart in their pajamas, but you can't go downstairs for 10 seconds in your pajamas to put the rent away. It's so ridiculous. Now, am I saying it's okay to wear negligees and stuff? No, of course not. I mean, you should be covered, but, I'm wearing a pair of pajamas with the top and a bottom. It's ridiculous. You have to get a doctor's excuse to go downstairs in your pajamas. It's ridiculous. So I'm having a major crisis. I'm having depression for weeks. But I don't have a doctor's excuse. So I can't go downstairs and put my rent in the mail. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Or I'm just feeling down for a couple of days. Or I'm feeling sick. Well, I didn't want to, change my clothes because by the time I was done changing my clothes, I'd probably fall asleep. And I don't feel good right now. I had the flu. I'm not saying I do now. I'm just giving you an example. Well, you should change your pajamas anyway. It doesn't make sense. And every time I go out, I take a shower. So if I put my clothes on, I take a shower. That's just me. Not everybody does that, but I do. I didn't used to do that, but I do now. Like the last so many years. This place is so ridiculous. They even have a book of rules. Here, read this book now and make sure you follow every rule, but people can smoke. Did you get a picture of the smoke? No, I didn't. Well, I need a picture. Then you're going to say, well, who does it belong to? I don't have a picture of the person. Well, you say get a picture of the smoke. This is like child's play. This is like kindergarten on the playground. I mean, it's so ridiculous. Like, well, honey, you were wearing your pajamas. I wore them for like 10 seconds or less. I was back on the elevator. Were there people in the elevator? Oh, yes, there were people in the elevator for about maybe a minute at the most. You still shouldn't be wearing your pajamas. Take your hammer and smack myself on the head. I want to get out of this place. It's ridiculous. A book of rules. I could see having a paper with a few rules, like no smoking, no smoking of marijuana or any drugs on the property, things like that. But I don't understand making a whole book full of like no doing this, no doing that, no doing that. Just it's just ridiculous. And how many people read all their books? I was gonna read all of mine, but I never did. I wonder how many people out of 100? Maybe 5, 6, 3, 4. It's ridiculous. Don't do this, honey. And don't do that. Remember, don't do this either. Don't skip line. Don't cut line. This person that I'm friends with, he said that he had to go to the bathroom downstairs because his toilet wasn't working right. And he said he had to get in his street clothes to go downstairs. He said it's not a big deal, but why is it a big deal to run downstairs and pay your rent in your pajamas? It's ridiculous. I haven't been in my pajamas since last year sometime when I was reported for. Give me a break. I think it's better off to live in a regular apartment complex. Don't live around senior citizens because some of them can be real babies. They can gossip about everybody. Did you hear so-and-so crazy? Did you hear so-and-so this and so that? It's ridiculous. Oh, I have PTSD. We have to get it under control. I mean, do you even care about how I feel, what I'm doing, how you don't say how are you doing? I heard you were screaming in your dream. Are you okay? Is there something I can do for you? No, just you gotta get it under control. No feeling in this place, is there? No feeling at all. It's just ridiculous. Julie, you were screaming too much last night. You have to go for a timeout. 20 minutes. But there's only 30 minutes, I know, but you have to go for 20 minutes. I mean, are we babies or are we adults? And none of my neighbors ever said, are you okay? Is everything all right? I heard you screaming and somebody was hurting you. Is something wrong? Is somebody hurting you for real? Or are you just having nightmares? Or no. They just tried to report me to the manager. She was screaming again. She's crazy. I'll tell you what. One of the guys on this floor said the other guy is always gossiping about people. He said he's a rat. He said he tells on everybody in his dang building. I guess he's right. Of course, he doesn't talk to me anymore. I guess he believes the guy that's talking about me all the time. I guess he believes that I'm crazy. Well, I'm thinking. When you have PTSD, depending on what you're having it about. Let's say that you have anthrophobia. Being near a man is frightening. You don't know if he's going to hurt you, if he's going to sit down and smile and then just continue on with his business, or if he's going to try to attack you. It's a really scary feeling. You don't know what he's going to do. And somebody else go, oh, calm down. Why do you have to act like that for? People are just so ridiculous. So you can be ready. You can be sure that I'll be reported tomorrow. Let's say instead of telling that you're in your pajamas last night, I was in them for 10 seconds. Honey, you're still not supposed to be in them at all. It's the pleasures of living in a high rise. See, I lived in high rises before, and there were no rules like that. There were rules, but nothing like this. Not a book full of rules. And people wore their pajamas down to. And I could see if you were wearing something really skimpy, you should cover yourself. But I'm not wearing something really skimpy. It just doesn't make sense. It's so ridiculous. Most people would hear that they'd say, I get out of there as quickly as possible. That's exactly what I'd like to do. Get out of there. Oh, I have multiple personality disorder. You better get this. You better get this alters in. You better get them in all together really fast because we need to get this under control. And do it right away. I mean, this place is ridiculous. So that's the management. It's ridiculous. I sleep on a stream because I'm afraid to sleep without the stream. Because I feel like somebody's been hurting me. Whether they are or whether they're not, I feel like they are. And it's not fun to wake up and feel like somebody's been doing things to you or hurting you or cutting you or whatever. And I don't like it, so I stream while I'm sleeping. It makes me feel safer. It's like somebody telling me, why are you streaming? It's ridiculous. Stop doing it. Nobody needs to see that. I'm sorry, I don't mind me complaining. I'm just feeling kind of upset. I'm tired of the same old things around here. I'm tired of it. It's just ridiculous. And if a woman says, help, he's raping me, wouldn't you think she'd knock on your door someday when you're not screaming like a day later or later that night and say, is somebody hurting you? Are you okay? What's going on? No, nobody talks to you. Or if they say, help, I'm being hurt, help me, he's scaring me, he's trying to hurt me. Like maybe you're having a nightmare. Nobody thinks to talk to you and help you. It's sad. This place isn't the same as when I moved in. I'll tell you what, it's not the same at all. It's sad. Don't live in a high rise if you have PTSD. Please don't live in a high rise. Please, there's something wrong. Of course, unless they don't have a book of rules. You get reported 3 times, you're out. I've already been reported twice this year. Twice. And it's the beginning of February. Twice. Okay. Anyway, so I've been trying to make videos of me sleeping so I can keep an eye on what's going on. I tried getting closer to males when I was younger in college, but it just didn't work out. Just made it worse. And some people secretly want to kill themselves because they're in pain, and then people report them. It just doesn't make it better. It just makes it worse. They don't care to find out why they were screaming or why they're having a hard time or why they're crying at night. Anyway, sorry I'm complaining too much. Sorry. This is my iced tea. I like iced tea. Of course, if you're one of her pets, manager's pets, you can do just about whatever you want. But if you're a peasant like me, you can't do anything. I saw a woman with her PJs on, and the manager saw it and said nothing. Just maybe want your pants be a little longer. That was it. I get on there wear pants, wear PJs. I get the 3rd degree. Sanitary party for my pajama. I can't take it anymore. Anyway, just if you have PTSD or something, it's probably better you live in a townhouse or maybe a complex where you're more apart from each other. People don't get to report you for every little thing. It's ridiculous. Anyway, don't mind me. I have this special thing on my door, and she told me to take it off. You can get through with it on any of the place that's open, it's available. It's ridiculous. What do you gotta do? It's an alligator. I call it an alligator clip because it has two, like I said earlier, it has 2 clips, okay? So you put the handle through it, and if you bring the one on the bottom like this or like this, depending on being in or out, let's say, then you can still open the door. You can still open the door and close the door. If you pull it back like this one, then you can't do it either because you don't have much room anywhere to move your door. So now I have to find another lock that I can take off in case somebody might find out about it. Anyway, sorry if I just discourage you or make you feel depressed. I'm just tired of the people in this building. Most of them are jerks. They weren't like that when I moved in here. Of course, some of them weren't here when I moved in here. That's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand how you can live in a place like this and have PTSD at the same time. You just can't. Don't have bad dreams, don't scream, don't cry, because you'll get reported and then you might get kicked out. Well, we kicked her out because she was having nightmares. What? Yeah, she was having nightmares. She was screaming, don't rape me, don't hurt me, don't stop hurting me. Okay. No, that was disturbing everybody. Nobody talked to her to ask her if she was okay? No. No, we just kicked her out. Okay. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna check my door. Hold on a second. This is a good way to explain it, okay? This is my alligator clip. So you put the handicap door thing in here, right? And it won't move, okay? Let's say it's like this. It's not really going to go anywhere, okay? So I can show you about. So it can't really go anywhere. Now you take this bottom one, right? And you push the button underneath and you move it this way, right? So now you can open the door. I thought that it went further away. This one's weird, I'll tell you what. Okay, there you go, that's better. So, this is the doorknob, so whenever you turn it like this, you can turn it either way. Well, the landlord said we can't get in otherwise, and I didn't say anything because I was too nervous to say anything because I'm Haiti. It's simple, you just take this button here, see this button right here, see it, see this button, just push it and turn it. Turn it back the other way. Same thing with this one. So I usually leave one of them, the bottom one, flipped over like this. Then when it's flipped over like this, I can turn the door back and forth. Now I'm gonna have to find a different one. And something I can put on and off very easy. Because this has a vacuum on it, and it's very difficult to get off. So I just don't think anybody really cares. So, whatever. Don't let me feel safe or anything. Just treat me like a piece of crap. Anyway, sorry, don't mind me. So anyway, yeah, that's how it works. So I'm gonna have to research and find something better. She said she wants me to take it off today. Is she gonna come tomorrow and check it? It's been on there for 6 months, maybe less, maybe 4 months. I'd say it's been on there 5, 6 months. She never even knew. So what does it matter? But, whatever. I'll tell you, I gave it a sparkling review when I moved in here. How great it was when you had a problem. They came and took care of it right away, so your toilet's not working. They come in about an hour or less, fix it for you, you're good to go. Now, it's not the same place at all. The guy who died, that was the main maintenance guy, was the head of maintenance. He planted all these bulbs outside, all these flower bulbs, tulips and stuff. And after he left, because he got cancer, after he left, manager had them all taken out. What, did she hate him that much? Doesn't make sense. I really don't get it. If you ask me how I feel, I'd like to get the heck out of here. So anyway, enough of me talking. Doesn't feel like America. Feels like some other place. I don't know, China, Korea. Not the nice part of Korea. Not the other part of Korea. Russia, the old Russia. I don't know, is it still bad over there? Pardon me, I don't have cable anymore. I haven't had cable for almost 7 years. So, I don't know what's going on in the world. Sorry. I'm not completely behind. I do know some things that are going on. I've seen stuff on YouTube, but mainly I just see it when I go to this one restaurant. They usually have the news on or the TV on or something. So, I'd be careful living in a high-rise. I had asked them about the rules. If they have a book, I would not live there. Yeah, just be careful. Or even if it's not a high rise, even if it's something else. I'd like to get out of here as soon as possible. Just that I'm so tired all the time. I mean, I wake up, I want to go back to bed. And there's times where I've slept all day. So let's say I wake up at 8, I go back to sleep. I might sleep till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Might be 1 o'clock or something, but there's times I've slept all day long. I think that's a sign of depression, but I think it's also a sign of exhaustion. So now I'm gonna have to find a way to lock that door the way I have now, but with something I can remove. So whenever somebody's coming in, when I'm not there, they're gonna be able to get in, and then I'll just put it all on my here. It's ridiculous. They can get in and out whenever they want to. I'll take it off when I move out. What's the problem? Anyway, guess I'm gonna finish the rest of my iced tea. No lemon. I don't like lemon in my iced tea. Maybe you do. This is sweet tea. It's good stuff. This is why people don't talk about their mental health problems, because people say they're mentally ill, they make fun of them, they pick on them, or they just plain are rude and mean and vicious and hurtful. And it doesn't mean you're sick if you have one. Maybe you just been through hacking back on Earth, and you just are scared all the time. I know what it's like to be scared. I better go now. Goodbye. Take care. Sorry to leave. I'll be back later, I guess. Talk to you later. Bye.